So why won't it now? Never had a problem with this before. Good grief. Well, that's weird. Alright, hang on a second. Something's not working here. Well, this is the weirdest thing. I've never had any trouble zooming it in. Doesn't that beat the band? Alright, let's see where we are now. Well, isn't that something? That is weird. Yeah, this is crazy. Hey, everybody. Normally, I just push this up on the screen. And it zooms in. I can't get it to zoom in. I don't know what the hell I did any differently. Nothing. I've never experienced this. This is going to be hard to read, isn't it? Yeah, okay, let's try that. I think Mike's right. Let's restart the phone. Bear with me. Well, hell, now I can't even get it to flip. And it's frozen. What in the hell is going on here? Now we've got a black screen. Are you serious here? Well, I'm not going to waste any more time with it. All right. It's going to be more difficult to read, but it won't let me zoom in for whatever reason. So we'll proceed as it is. You can kind of see it. And you can hear me, I am assuming. Assuming you can hear me. Yeah, pinching out. Exactly, Jeffrey. That's what I always do. And it is not cooperating at all today. It's frustrating me because I tend to get really OCD about stuff like this. Okay, I'm going to try to let it go. We'll just play it as it is. You can hear me. Let's see who's all here today. Greetings to Michael and Franklin. Franklin's a bit late. Needs to do things. Probably needs to eat, knowing Franklin. Hello, Kenyon and Mike. Ben, Jeffrey. Robbie's here. Robbie, the youngster of the group. Perry's here. And we're going to try to put on a game, 1966. May the 22nd, we're in Baltimore. Detroit at Baltimore, the fourth of a fourth game set. Baltimore's won 2 of the first 3. They're trying to win the series here today. Detroit going for the split. We've got left-handers on the mound as I continue to try to pinch out, right? Because I'll probably do that a few times during this. This is my own failing, guys. I can't let things go. Yeah, see, it's becoming apparently clear to all. Holy crap. Robbie's got some serious flooding issues there, it sounds like. Hopefully you are high enough to stay dry, so none of your stuff gets flooded. All right, let's announce the pitchers here. Left-hander Mickey Lolich for the Tigers. Left-hander Frank Bertana for the Orioles. We have to assume Bertana, a spot starter, as he only worked 63 innings that year. This is his third start. He's made 2 relief appearances, 2-1 with a save and a 4.85 ERA across 13 innings of work. Lolich having a fine season for Detroit. He's 5-2, 3.09 ERA, 8 starts, 3 complete games, one of them a shutout, 58 in the third innings, 50 hits. And Franklin, of course, for the Orioles. Ben apologizing to Franklin, but it's Go Tigers today. So an interesting matchup just from a fan standpoint, right? A lot of you guys are going to be split on this one. So let's get to the Tigers lineup. We'll get underway here. Jake Wood will be at second base, leading off. Don Ward at third base in the 2 spot. Norm Cash is at first base, hitting third. Willie Horton in left field hits cleanup. Bill Freehan, the catcher, hits fifth. Jim Northrup will be in right field, hitting sixth. Still no K-Line in the lineup. He must have had a minor injury. Don Demeter in center hits seventh. Ray Euler will be at short, hitting eighth. Mickey Lolich, the pitcher, hits ninth. The Orioles defensively will have Echeverria catching. Bob Johnson at first. Jerry Adair at second. Aparicio at short. Brooks Robinson at third. Woody Held in left. Blair in center. And Frank Robinson in right. I tell you, one of the things about doing a replay, and I've never been a replay guy, okay? I just got into this relatively recently. I used to do a lot of all-star things. I would do replays where I'd run the whole league on my Windows game, and you could play an entire league's worth of season in about 10-15 minutes on autoplay. And then just look at the stats, things like that. But as you guys know, I'm in a lot of keeper leagues, all-time great leagues online, things like that. But I've really become obsessed with these. Well, obsessed really isn't the word, perhaps. What is the word I'm looking for? Intrigued, maybe, by the replay. And don't get me wrong, I love the star players, but I've really become interested in the Ray Eulers and the Woody Helds. You know what I mean? Players that I didn't know that well from this era, or didn't know at all in some cases. Is this the mezzanine? It sure looks like it. I'm looking at my monitor screen here now. It's like, okay. We shall play on. You know what? I do have one other idea. I know what it might be. Let's take a look at something. Let's take a look at something here. Well, that doesn't do any good. Okay, that's fine. Absolutely, Jeffrey. Yeah, you lose all your statistical accuracy once you start mixing and matching the sets. Little Bob Euchre there. Okay, play ball. We're running a bit late today. Technical difficulties. But Frank Bertana finally ready to work. Jake Wood steps in, 5 for 13 on the season with a pair of doubles. Does not have an RBI yet. Right-handed batter. Here's the pitch from Bertana, and we are underway on a 6-4 right-handed. It's a grounder to shortstop X. That's going to be Aparicio. The only one in the set. Gold Glover ranges behind the bag. 1E18, fine play by Aparicio, and he throws him out, and we are underway. 6-3X. One down. And here's Don Wirt. Wirt on the season hitting .261, 2 homers, 10 RBIs. Bertana into the windup. That's going to be a 4-8 righty, and he walks him, ball 4. 1 out walk to Wirt. Not a threat to steal, but let's look at that. He might be. Let's look at the hold here. Bertana with a +4. Etchebarren a 0. So we're at a 17 not held and a 7 to get the lead. They're going to have to hold him on. That makes him a 15. He won't try for it right now. Cash is going to swing away. Here's the pitch, left on left. It's going to be a 3-7 base hit into center field. An open single. Wirt can try for third. He's a 12. Blair a -1, 11. They will hold him at second. A 1-out single by Cash. We got first and second, 1 away. And here's Willie Horton. And you guys following regularly know that Willie has been hot lately. He comes in at .329, 11 home runs, leads the American League in that category. 26 runs batted in. The left-hander deals. It's a 1-3 left-handed. It's a grounder to short, and that's going to be 2. It's Aparicio to Adair to Johnson, inning over. Horton bounces into the 6-4-3. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left after half an inning of play. Detroit nothing. Baltimore coming to bat. Yeah, I've got my little out marker over there. You can see that now. Base runners off to the left here. Where the Baltimore bench is, that's the second laptop. That's where the stats are. That's actually the primary laptop. The silver one here is the one I call the crap top. And it's earned its title, believe me. Okay, as Lolich gets ready to work, let's get you the Baltimore lineup. Aparicio will lead it off at short. Bob Johnson at first base hits second. Frank Robinson in right field in his customary 3 spot. Brooks Robinson at cleanup plays third. Woody Held, I think this might be his first start of the season in left. He bats 5th. Jerry Adair at second, 6th. Paul Blair back in the lineup in center field, hitting 7th. Etchebarren, the catcher, hits 8th, and Bertena, the pitcher, 9th. Tigers defensively set up like this. Bill Freehan is the catcher. Norm Cash is at first. Wood at second, Euler at short, Wirt down at third, and the outfield left to right of Horton, Demeter, and Northrup. It's a small desk. You can see that, I think, now, even without seeing the whole thing, which presents some challenges as far as getting everything I need on there. Probably mentioned it before, but if I'd have known I was going to stream when I bought this desk, which I did about 1.5 years ago when I moved. Well, I'd have bought a slightly bigger desk. Excuse me. All right, Lolich ready to work. Here's Aparicio to lead things off. Hitting just .215 on the season. 1 home run, 11 RBIs. He does have 7 doubles. Here's the pitch. To the right-hander. It's a 1-6 lefty. Ground ball to short. It's Euler to Cash. 1 down. Here's Bob Johnson now, the first baseman today, hitting .263. He's 5 for 19. This is just his 8th ball game. Does not have a home run. The pitch for Lolich is a 6-12 right-handed. A grounder to first base X. That's going to be Cash. Cash at 2E18. Ranges to his right. Here's the result of the play. On a 17, he's got it. Feeds Lolich covering, 2 down. 3-1X, 2 away. And here's Frank Robinson. Robinson hitting .333, 10 home runs, 31 RBIs. All 3 of those numbers rank among the league leaders. Lolich into the windup. That's going to be a 6-7 right-handed. He struck him out. Hell of a pitch there by Lolich. It's a 1-2-3 inning, and we're scoreless after 1. I'm going back to the chat now. Oh, hello there, Joel. Joel likes that corner of the board showing. I didn't have that in the very beginning. But I found sometimes I would lose track of the out, so I thought, you know, that's that's never going to do. That's not acceptable. I jinxed Horton. Detroit had a minor league team in the Michigan Prism system. Is that true, Michael? Holy cow, I did not know that. Horton and LaFleur did time? God, I learn something here every day. I thought you might be. I'm playing with the pinch out again a little bit here. No, it's not going to do it today for some reason. I don't know why. And this phone is very warm. So yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I think this could be a hardware problem. We'll try to get through it with what we have. Bill Freehan will lead it off for Detroit. Freehan comes in. Where is Freehan? Just 216 on the year. 3 homers, 11 RBIs. Here's the pitch now from Bertina. That's a 4-6 righty, and he walks him. Second walk issued by Bertina. This one leads off the inning. Freehan, pretty good running catcher. He's an 18, not held. 7 to get the lead. He'll be held at 16. And with Northrop up, he's going to try to roll that 7. 3, he does not get the lead. Left on left, here's the pitch to Northrop. That's a 3-7 fly ball to center field, playable for Blair. He puts it away for the first out. Here's Don Demeter now. Demeter down to 203, 2 homers, 10 RBIs. Bertina out of the stretch. The pitch to Don is a 3-7 left-handed. It's a ground ball to third. Brooks has it, fires to Adair for 1. Nice turn to Johnson. Double play. 5-4-3 double play. Second double play turned by Baltimore. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. And here's Lolich now. Brooks Robinson will lead off the bottom of the second. Apologize for the kind of bumpy flow so far. I still keep checking on this phone to see what the hell's going on with it. Brooks Robinson comes into the game hitting .311, 3 homers, 21 RBIs for Brooks. Here's the pitch from Lowell. That's a 1-5 left-hander, a single to 10 on a 20. That liner is speared by Euler. So a liner to short, 1 away. And here's Woody Held. Let's take a look at Woody now. Held's been in 6 games, 2 for 5, 3 walks. Does not have a home run. So I do think this is his first start. Lolich into the windup. Pitch to Woody is a 5-6 right-handed. Struck him out. Second K for Lolich. And here's Jerry Adair. Adair's second baseman of the day, just 3 for 28. One of those 3 a home run, however. There's the pitch to Lolich. A 3-5 fly ball into left field. Routine for Willie Horton, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Lolich. 2 innings in the books, and we are still scoreless. So how is everybody today? I don't blame you at all, Franklin. I'm not that confident in Bertana either. Lolich, of course, a frontline name pitcher. I've said it a million times, but it was the 1968 World Series that really made me a baseball fan as a kid. Ray Oyler will lead off the third for Detroit. Oyler just 3 for 22 on the season. All 3 hits doubles, interestingly enough. Bertana into the windup. Here's the pitch to Oyler. It's a 4-5 right-handed. Fly ball to left field. That's a can of corn for Woody Held. And there's one away. They'll bring up the pitcher, Lolich. Lolich, a switch hitter, will bat right-handed against Bertana. 2W. Here's the pitch. That's a 2-7. Struck him out. First K for Bertana. And it's the pitcher, Lolich. Michael, the view from 4th and Cedar. Here's Jake Wood. It feels like it, doesn't it? Bertana with the pitch. 1-6 left-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. So Bertana fans 2 in the third. 1-2-3 inning for Bertana. And we're still scoreless. It's about 47, partly sunny here in Spokane, Washington. Got a chiropractic adjustment today, so I'm feeling pretty good, and the eyesight is good. Michael Reimer, no kidding. How about that? I'm up on the north side, not far from the North Point shopping. Are you in any keeper leagues, Michael? I'm in quite a few. I should have asked first, are you a Strat player? I just assumed that. Bottom of the third, here's Blair to lead things off. Blair hitting .267, just 1 homer, but 24 RBIs for the center fielder. Lolich into the windup. He comes in there with a .311 left-handed foul ball left side. That's going to be Wirt to make the catch. 1 away. And here's Andy Etchebarren. Etchebarren batting .325 so far. 6 home runs, 19 RBIs. Lolich set now. Here's the pitch. That's a 1-4 lefty. Fly ball to right field. He lifts it the other way. Northrup backs up a few steps and hauls it in. And that's going to bring up Bertana, the pitcher. Left-handed batter. W power. Left on left. 3-8 struck him out. Third K for Lolich. Another 1-2-3 inning. And we are scoreless through 3. Bertana, a 5-inning pitcher. And this phone is unusually warm. This is that's not a good sign. Be that as it may, we move along to the 4th. Oh, a 1920 replay. Has anybody ever done 19? Always curious about that. It would have to be computer only, of course. I don't believe they make a card set yet for 19. I bought the Windows version of it, but I haven't really played around with it yet. 4th inning. I should try to get through this game before this phone explodes or something, right? Here's Ward. He walked his first time up. Bertena into the windup. That's a 6-6 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. And Bertena has fanned 3 of the last 4 batters he's faced. Instilling maybe some confidence in Franklin there, or from Franklin. Here's Cash, his single, the only hit in the ball game so far. Here's the pitch from Bertena. On a 6-9 left-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Wow, Frank Bertena. Suddenly on a strikeout run here, and here's Horton. I don't think so, Ben. I don't remember loading anything. I was playing around with uploading some photos from my trip earlier today to the laptop. Bertena ready to work now. The pitch to Horton is a 6-6 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3, and Bertena strikes out the side. That's now 5 Ks for Frank Bertena. So 5-inning pitcher. Something is using the... Yeah, that makes sense, Ben. Yes, sir, a Duckworth game. Although I think looking at the card, he's a bit better than Duckworth. Actually a good card against lefties. He's got some walks against righties mainly. Not a bad card at all. Top of the order for the Orioles in the bottom of the 4th. Aparicio 0 for 1 will lead it off. Here's the pitch from Lowell. It's a 5-4 right-handed fly ball to center field X. That's Blair. Sorry. That is Demeter. Excuse me. Demeter a 3E7. Demeter going back on the ball. Here's the play on a 19. Nice running catch for the out. That's 8X, 1 away. And here's Bob Johnson, 0 for 1. Lolich gets the sign from Freehand now. Here's the pitch. 6-10 right-handed is a ground ball into the hole. It's short. Euler throws across in time. Two away, and here is Frank Robinson. Struck out in the first. Lolich into the windup now. That's going to be a 2-4 lefty. Grounder down to third. It's Wirt. 2 Cash, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Lolich. So a pitcher's duel through 4. Nothing but goose eggs. For Bertena, this will be his first inning of potential fatigue. He's only in S5. We're going to the 5th. Bill Freehand to lead it off for the Tigers. Freehand walked his first time up. Bertena ready to work. Now here's the pitch to Bill. It's a 1-3 comebacker. Bertena has it. Tosses to Johnson. One down. Here's Northrup. Northrup flew to center his first time up. Left on left. Bertena is set. Here's the pitch to Northrup. That's a 1-10 lefty. Fly ball into left field. A lazy fly ball. Held drifts over and makes the catch. 2 down. And that'll bring up Don Demeter. Demeter grounded into a double play in the second. Here's the pitch from Bertena. It's a 2-5 left-handed. It's a triple to 5 on an 18. That's going to hold up in left as Held retreats back and makes the catch to retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Bertena. Interesting game so far. I kind of expected a good game from Lolich. I wasn't quite sure what to expect out of Bertena. Pitcher's game, definitely. And a shout out to Gerald, who's entered the chat. Mickey Lolich ready to work now. Brooks Robinson will lead off the bottom of the fifth for the Birds. He's 0 for 1 today. Lolich gets the sign from Freehand. Here's the pitch now on a 110 left-handed. He pops him up. Euler will take it. Here's Woody Held. He struck out in the second. The pitch from Lolich. 1-4 left-handed. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. On a 9, that's going to bounce off the wall. Horton picks it up as Held cruises into second with a double. And that's the first hit for Baltimore. 1-4 homer to 2, the roll a 9. And Held in scoring position with 1 down, and the batter will be Jerry Adair. Let's check Held's speed here. 1 through 11, not a threat to steal. So Held definitely not a burner. Adair 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from Lolich. 6-6 right-handed, and he walks him, ball 4. First and second, 1 away, and here's Blair. Baltimore trying to break through. Lolich is a 6-inning starter. I always find that a little surprising for some reason. Blair 0 for 1. Lolich checks the runners. Now comes set, and here's the pitch. 5-5 righty, swung on and missed, strike 3. Big strikeout there for Lolich, his 4th of the afternoon. And here's Echeverren now. Echeverren, 19 RBIs on the season. Runners will take their leads. Here's the pitch. It's a 2-8 left-handed slow roller to short. Charging is Euler. Throws to Cash in time. Side retired. The Orioles threaten but fail to score. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 5 scoreless innings in the books. Al Bumbry. Oh, yeah, I remember him well. I'm going to play with the phone again. Well, it's not any warmer. Still won't let me zoom in. All right. My apologies for the more difficulty reading the cards today. There's Mike, Sports Time Machine. It's Mike, isn't it? A little brain fart there. Sports Time Machine. It's Euler, Lolich, and Wood for the Tigers as we go to the 6th inning. Bertena in his 2nd endurance inning now. Oh, we're sitting around 47 and cloudy right now. It was sunny earlier, partly sunny day. Not bad. Not great, not bad. Better than yesterday. How about you? Say, aren't you the guy that rolls the dice and enters them into the Windows game? I'm trying to find that person. Euler 0 for 1, Bertena set. That's a 210 left-handed. It's a little comebacker. Bertena has it, flips to Johnson, 1 down. Frank Bertena. Scoreless duel in the 60th. We're not taking either of these pitchers out. You know that. Right, but do you do that on your stream? I know you can. Somebody actually does it that way, and I can't remember who it was. Lolich batting right-handed. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 6-9 righty. Struck him out. How about this Frank Bertana? 6 strikeouts for Bertana now. You have done it. We had a new guy here yesterday. Paulo, I think, was his name. I could be wrong about that. He was from another country, one of the Latin countries, I believe. Thank you, Ben. Paulo from Portugal. Okay, and he was interested in buying the game, and the shipping cost was deterring him. And one of the guys suggested, you can just buy the Windows game. There is no shipping. You can roll dice and enter it manually. So I was thinking if I could I should send him over to you for a tutorial, I'm thinking, right? Always trying to recruit new players, aren't we all? I mean, come on. We got to keep this hobby alive, don't we? Here's Wood with 2 down. Bertana gets the sign. It's a 4-7 righty, and he walks him. That's been the one chink in his armor today. That's the 3rd walk he's given up. Wood, a star 15 stealer, plus 419, held at 17. And despite the 11 automatic caught in a scoreless game, he's going to try for it. 3 or 5 through 7. 8, he does not get the lead, and Wirt will bat away. Here's the pitch from Bertana. That's a 6-6 right-handed, and he struck him out. Frank Bertana, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We are still scoreless. I suppose I could have just said gentlemen, right? I don't think there are any ladies here. Frank who? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Before we get to the bottom of the 6th, I'm going to top off my coffee real quick. And a damn fine cup of coffee it is. Bertana's going to hit. Left-handed batter in a scoreless ball game. I can't break up this duel. On a 3-5, he grounds it to short. That's routine for Euler, who throws him out. Probably in real life they pinch hit for him there, I guess. I don't know for sure, but I just can't break up this duel. Top of the order, here's Aparicio now. The pitch from Lolich. That is a 2-6 left-hander, and he bangs a base hit up the middle. Just the 2nd hit for today for the Orioles. Tigers only have 1 hit themselves. Aparicio, a star 17 stealer. Lolich, a +3. Negated by Freehand's -3 cannon. So he'll be a 17. He'll be held at 15, and he's going to try for that lead. 2 through 5, 11, or 12. It is an 8. He does not get the lead. Back number, he'd be a 12. Here's Johnson, 0 for 2. Lolich out of the stretch. He's not used to that today. 3-9. Ground ball right to Euler. Goes to Wood for 1 to cash for the double play, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left on. We've got 6 scoreless innings here today. Holy cow. Bertana entering his 3rd endurance inning now. He's only allowed 1 hit. Cash will lead it off. Cash, of course, has that one hit. He's a 1 for 2. Left on left, Bertena into the windup. Here's the pitch to Cash. 5-9 lefty. It's a double to 5. That's down. It's going to roll to the wall. Cash hustling out of the box. He's headed for second, and he's in there with a leadoff double. And that's going to get him stirring down in the Baltimore pen. Mo Drabowski warming. Here's Horton. Drabowski getting ready in a hurry here, just in case. Horton 0 for 2. Bertena with the windup. The pitch to Horton. 4-4 righty is catcher's card X. That's Etchebarren. Andy a 2E6. Fine defensive catcher. Here is the play. On in 8. It is a pop out. He's got it. Runners do not advance. One down, and the batter will be Freehan. And it shows, Ben. Freehan 0 for 1 with a walk. Bertena, check of the runner at second. Now comes to the plate, 4-8, and he walks him, ball 4. Now one more hit or walk would fatigue Bertena. And we may not wait that long. Actually, we will, because the next batter is left-handed. If the batter up right now was right-handed, we'd be going to Drabowski already. But with Northrup up, I'm inclined to let Bertena have him. In fact, the conference on the mound comes to exactly the same conclusion. Pitching coach out there with Etchebarren in the infield. They're going to give him one more batter. Bertena to Northrup, the windup, the pitch. 1-3, base hit into center field. One batter too long, perhaps. That's an open single. Cash can try to score on that. He's a 12. -1, 11. With one out, he will hold up. And, of course, that fatigues Bertena. And here comes Bauer, and that's going to do it. But what a day by Bertena. Ends up going 6 1/3. Only gave up 3 hits. He did walk 4. And get a load of this. 5, 6, 7 strikeouts. Mo Drabowski will be coming on. Here's Drabowski. Don Demeter due. Oiler on deck. For Drabowski on the year. He's 1-0 with a 2.25 in 16 innings of work. He struck out 20 in those 16 innings. Very tough on right-handers. As he gets ready to work. I'm playing with the camera, the phone again. That is so weird. Can't explain it. Why it won't let me zoom in. Okay, we're ready to go here now. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Demeter, a B, bunter. Normally a double play situation, but with no score in this game, the Orioles are going to pull the infield in. Drabowski ready to work from the stretch. The pitch to Demeter is a 2-5 right-handed. That is a high fly ball to deep left field. Going back is held. That is off the wall. Cash can walk home. Northrup can try to score. 14 to left. held a plus 115. They're going to send him. They're going to throw through 1 to 15, and he scores. Demeter 1 through 8, he'll stay at second. It's a 2-run double for Demeter. And Detroit leads it 2-0. That'll bring up Euler, the shortstop. 0 for 2 today. Drabowski, a check of the runner at second. The pitch to Euler on a 5-11 is a fly ball to left field X. That's going to be held, a 3-12. Tough play for Woody. Here's the result. It's a 9 error range. It's a 3 on a 12. This does not sound at all good, and it's not. It's off of his glove. That's going to be a 2-base error on held, and Demeter will score. First error of the ball game. Lolich will hit. He's a C bunter. Infield back. He's going to swing away. Batting left-handed now, the switch hitting Lolich. Batting lefty against Drabowski. That is a 5-11 left-handed. It's another fly ball to left field X. Held gets another chance. 3-12. Here's the play on a 15. Nice running catch by Held. Runner has to hold on a fly ball C. That's the second out. And Jake Wood will be the batter. Whoops, you're right. Thank you. Northrop scored, but on the following play. Oh, wait. Here we go. Double walk, single. He scored. Demeter scored on the E7, the 2-base error. So Demeter doubled in all 3 then, didn't he? I think I screwed that up. Not so much that it can't be fixed, but okay, it's Wood. Drabowski pitching to Wood. Runner at second. 2 down. Pitch to Wood is a 3-11. He pops him up. Aparicio will take it. And that's the inning. 4 runs for the Tigers. 3 hits and a walk. There was an error. So one of those runs unearned. And that would be the run charged to Drabowski, so we can close the book on Bertana. And as we stretch for the 7th, the Tigers have opened this game up 4-0. Trying to get a split here in a 4-game set. You're right, exactly. When I go to enter the game, it'll correct that. So it was Northrop that drew the throw to the plate, right, on the double by Demeter. I just want to get that straight. If anybody can help me out with that one. I could go back and look at it, but frankly, it's easier to ask you guys. I must have thought that there were only 2 on when Demeter doubled. E12 could be worse, but he definitely effed that up there, Franklin. Okay, Baltimore to the bottom of the 7th. Oh, wait. Almost forgot. I'm completely out of sorts today. Let's take a look at our furry friend up there taking a nap at the top of the tower. What the heck's going on here? Okay. That's about as good as it's going to get. Lolich going to work in the bottom of the 7th. That is his second endurance inning. Heart of the order, Robinson, Robinson, and Held. Here's Frank Robinson, 0 for 2. Lolich's pitch on a 1-6. That is ripped into left field, cut off by Horton, who holds him to a long single on the roll of an 18. Leadoff single for Robinson. Just the 3rd hit this game for Baltimore. 13-16. 13 factoring in Freehand's cannon of an arm. He'll stay put. Brooks will hit away. He's 0 for 2. Kaline, for some reason, is on the bench. In fact, he hasn't been in the lineup for a while, but it's got to be short term because he had 479 at-bats that year and 81 walks. So I'd expect him back any day now. He is available to pinch hit in my replay, however. Not that they're going to need him today, at least not as of yet. Here's Brooks now. Lolich out of the stretch. 2-8 left-handed. That's a ground ball back to Lolich. He goes down to Euler for 1 to first, not in time. That'll be a 1-6 force. Frank Robinson erased. Brooks Robinson to first. I think he had a minor injury, Mike. I think you're right. I don't think he's played in this 4-game set versus the Orioles. Could be wrong about that. Just going from memory here now. Here's Held. He would love to atone for that error. He's 1 for 2 with a double. As Lolich comes set from the stretch, it's a 1-6 single to 5 on a 2. Just past a diving word at third, and that is going to be a base hit for Woody Held, who's 2 for 3. Robinson stops at second. Now one more hitter walk will fatigue Lolich, and they're getting busy in the Detroit pen. Larry Sherry throwing down there. Yeah, Mookie's up in those high bleacher seats, overlooking the plate. I wonder if he's got any binoculars up there. Probably going to need them. Here's Adair. First and second, 1 down. Adair 0 for 1 with a walk. One more hitter walk will fatigue Lolich. From the stretch, it's a 6-6 right-handed, and he walks him to load the bases, and now Lolich is fatigued. Holy cow. As Franklin would say, drama time. Here comes Swift. That's going to do it for Lolich. Lolich also pitched a hell of a game today. Six and a third inning, same as Bertana. He gave up 4 hits, walked a pair, 4 strikeouts. Larry Sherry getting the call. Boy, you know how relief pitchers love to come in and inherit bases loaded situations, right? Sherry has been unbelievable so far for this team, too. In 13 games, he's 1-0 with 8 saves and a microscopic 1.40 ERA across 19 1/3 innings of work. Just 7 hits allowed and 21 strikeouts. And believe me, the card, well, look, it's a good card, but it's not that good. Okay? So here's Sherry. Blair due up, bases loaded, 1 out. Orioles trail by 4. Blair the tying run at the plate. Blair's 0 for 2 today. Double play depth. Here's the pitch. 6-7 right-handed. It's a grounder to second base X. That could be 2. But it's Wood, a 4E29. Here's the roll on the play. Adventure time now. It's a 13 on the 4. That's a ground ball C. 1 run will score. Knocked down by Wood. His only play is to go to first, and everybody moves up a base. Brooks Robinson crosses the plate. Held to third, Adair to second. And that was an X play. That's an RBI for Blair. 4-1. Runners at second and third, 2 down, and Andy Etchebarren, the batter. Momentarily mulling over the idea of walking Etchebarren. He's the tying run, however, and you've got to assume the Orioles will pinch hit for Grabowski, so they're going to face Etchebarren. With the score 4-1, they will remain back. Here's the pitch to Andy. It's a 5-9 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3, and Sherry comes in and extinguishes the flame. The Orioles settle for a run on 2 hits. They leave a pair. You got to feel like that was an opportunity wasted for the Orioles right there. We've played 7. It's 4-1 Tigers. Grabowski will go another inning. He's due to lead off at the bottom of the 8th. Wirt, Cash, and Horton due for Detroit. Okay, here's Wirt. 0 for 2 with a walk. Struck out twice. Grabowski gets the sign from Etchebarren. Here's the pitch now. That is going to be a 4-11 right-handed. That is a high fly ball to deep left field. Backing up is held at the track. Leaps at the wall. And it's gone. Home run Wirt. Just got it out of here. Holy cow, let's look at it again. 4-11 righty to 10. The roll is a 10. Wirt has the power, and for Don Wirt, his 3rd home run of the season. That makes it 5-1. And here's Cash. Cash 2 for 3 on the day. The pitch from Grabowski. 6-8. That's a double to 10. On a 20, that's going to hang up in center for Blair, who makes the catch for the out. 1 away. Here's Willie Horton now. Horton 0 for 3 today. He'd been blazing hot coming into this game, but 0 for 3 today. Grabowski the sign. Here's the pitch. 5-7 right-handed, a grounder to second base X. That'll be Adair, 2E18. Adair ranging behind the bag. It's a 6. He's got it. Throws him out. Nice play, Adair. 4-3X, 2 down. And Bill Freehan will be the batter. Freehan's walked twice, 0 for 1. Grabowski with the pitch. It's a 5-12 righty. Grounder to first base X. That'll be Johnson, a 4E13. Here's the play. On an 18, he's got it. Flips to Grabowski covering. And that will do it in the 8th. 3-1X. Tigers pick up an insurance run on the Don Wirt homer. and they lead it 5-1. They have been, seems like they have struggled a little bit lately, frankly. Still in first place, 22-10, a mighty fine record. But they're on the verge of splitting a 4-game set with the Tigers. And they'll send up a pinch hitter to lead off the bottom of the 8th. That'll be it for Grabowski. He worked 1 2/3. Eddie Watt getting loose. Grabowski 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. No walks, and more surprisingly, no strikeouts. Against Sherry, the pinch hitter will be Kurt Bleffery. Bleffery hitting .331 on the season, 9 home runs, 27 RBIs. Sherry into the windup. The pitch to Bleffery is a 1-6 right-handed. He walks him. Leadoff batter is aboard here in the bottom of the 8th. Bleffery not very fast, but his run not the important one. Aparicio due up. Probably a hitter for Johnson to follow. Exactly. Aparicio 1 for 3. Sherry out of the stretch. Pitch is a 3-8 right-handed. He bangs a 2-star single into center. Going to third is Bleffery. And the Orioles will go to the bench again. Boog Powell has grabbed a bat. And he'll hit for Johnson, take over at first base. First and third, 5-1 game. So Powell, they need one more base runner to get the tying run to the plate. Thought about going to a left-hander here, but you have the right-handed Robinsons coming up next, so they're going to stick with Sherry. And hell, why wouldn't you with the season he's had so far? Runners at the corners. Powell on the season, .345, 10 home runs, 26 runs batted in. This is a big at bat here. Big at bat in this ball game. Freehand out on the mound talking to Sherry. Now they break it up. Freehand back in the crouch. Sherry ready to work from the stretch. The pitch to Boog. 2-6 right-handed. That's a single knocked down at second by Wood, but he has no play. It's a 1-star single that'll drive in Bleffery. Aparicio will stop at second. Five to 2. And now the tying run does come to the plate in the form of the real-life Triple Crown winner, Frank Robinson. There's still nobody out. Right, a lot of righties. Fred Gladding begins to throw in the Detroit pen. Larry Sherry entered the game with a 1.4 ERA. He has not retired a batter here in the 8th. Frank Robinson, 1 for 3 on the day. Sherry gets the sign. Full windup now. Pitch to Frank. 2-6 right-handed. It's a grounder down to third base. That's going to be Wirt to Wood to Cash. Double play. Wait, it might not go that way. Hang on a second. It's a double play. That much is for sure, but I've got to check my super advanced chart here. So you've got a ground ball A, first and second. Yeah, runner on first is out. Okay. So it's a 5-4-3. Aparicio to third. Powell is erased. That was a big play for Detroit. Big, huge play for Detroit, really. And here's Brooks Robinson. Robbie 0 for 3. Runner at third, 2 down. Here's the pitch from Sherry. That's a 5-5. Struck him out. So Sherry escapes with minimal damage. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left. After 8 complete, it's 5-2 Tigers. Eddie Watt will come on and pitch the 9th for Baltimore. Watt's been in 8 games, 1-0, 0.61 for Watt in 14 2/3 innings. So if you thought Sherry had overachieved, get flattened, right, Franklin? Only thing he had going for him is that Boog is slow. It's going to be Northrup, Demeter, and Euler for the Tigers. Northrup 1 for 3. Watt ready to work now. Here's the windup. Pitch to Northrup, a 2-8 right-handed ground ball into the hole. It's short. It's Aparicio. 2 Powell, 1 down. That'll bring up the center fielder, Demeter. Demeter, a 3-run double in the 7th. He's got the big hit of the game, really. 1 for 3. The pitch to Watt. 4-6 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Demeter down on strikes, and here's Euler now. Euler 0 for 3. Watt set. Here's the pitch to Euler. It's a 3-11 right-handed. It's a slow roller to third. Brooks charges on the run. He's out. 1-2-3 inning for Watt, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. 5-2 game. Let's see what we can do for defense here. Northrup. K-line on and right for Northrup. Probably should replace Wood, too. Trzeski came in real life in this game. I'm going to do that. He's a 2E47. And it'll be Sherry. Let's see if Held's going to bat or they're going to send up a pinch hitter. They're going to go to the bench again against Sherry. Russ Snyder will be the pinch hitter. Schneider, a lefty. Well, thank you very much, Franklin. I appreciate that. It's not easy, believe me. I try to do everything I can for both teams to help them win and try to balance that with realism at the same time. So I thank you for the kind words. Here's Schneider now to lead it off. It's 5-2. Sherry into the windup. Here's the pitch to Schneider. That's going to be a 3-7 right-handed. A fly ball into right and playable. K-line just inserted into the game. Makes the catch. You come in and the ball will find you. Adair is going to hit. He's walked twice. 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Sherry into the windup. That's a 5-8 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3, and it's up to Blair. Blair 0 for 3 today. Sherry gets the sign from Freehand. Here's the pitch to Blair. It's a 3-6 right-handed, slow roller to third. Wirt has it, fires to Cash, and that's the game. 5-2, the final. Detroit wins. They split the series with the Birds. And I will have the totals for you in just a minute. Who gave up the other run? Sherry did give up a run. 2 hits. 1 walk. 3K. I think he gets a save. Let's see here. He came in the 7th. It was 4-0. But the bases were loaded, so yes, he does get a save. He faced the tying run at the time. Tying run actually only has to be on deck for that. So that's Sherry's 9th save of the season. Lolich gets the win. He improves to 6-2. Bertana, the hard luck loser, drops to 2-2. Hell of a game by Bertana. Kind of overshadowed by the loss. So the totals for the Tigers, 5 runs, only 5 hits, no errors. Orioles, 2 runs, just 6 hits, 1 error. Not a lot of hits in this one. Player of the game. Shoot. Yeah, I'm thinking Lolich. Thinking along with Mike here. Lolich or Sherry. Anybody else? Any thoughts on that? I'm leaning Lolich here, I gotta tell you. I could be talked out of it, of course. As we look ahead on the schedule, I'm going to play around with my phone after this, too, because you know that's just gnawing at me. Right? Oh, my goodness. So there will be some fooling around with the Streamlabs format here when I'm done. So ignore that. I'm going to go Lolich as player of the game. Tomorrow it's the Kansas City Athletics at the Boston Red Sox. That'll be the last game of that series. Ralph Terry against Earl Wilson. So join me for that, 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern. Thank you, everybody, for watching and bearing with me on these technical issues here today. Hopefully I'll have that corrected for tomorrow's game. In the meantime, I want to wish everybody a very pleasant good evening. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.